Good morning, students. This is Parameswaran sir, and we are in the third day of Social Science Civics Unit 2. We already completed two topics, election and political parties. Now, we will move to the next topic, pressure groups. The term pressure groups, it's originated in USA. A pressure group is a group of people who are organized actively for promoting and defending their common interest. It is also called as it attempts to bring a change in the public policy by exerting pressure on the government. So the pressure group, initially it started in USA, and what is the main aim of pressure group? It bring out some changes, good changes in the public policy by giving some pressure to the government. Okay, because of the pressure, the good changes can be made. That's the main theme of the pressure groups. Okay, so this pressure group also called as interest groups. We'll see pressure groups in India. We have a number of pressure groups in India also, and before that you see USA and the Western countries have a number of pressure groups. India also have a pressure group, but India's pressure group, it's not that much of important pressure group like other countries. Okay, so some of the pressure groups it's given in India. We'll see that's business groups, trade unions, agrarian groups, professional associations, student organizations, religious organizations, tribal organization, linguistic groups, ideology based groups, environmental protection groups. So these are all some example of India's pressure groups. We'll see the functions of the pressure groups in India. The pressure groups are the interest groups that work to secure certain interest by influencing the public policy, and they are not aligned with the political party and work as an indirect indirect yet powerful group to the influence the policy decisions. Pressure groups carry out the range of functions including representation, political participation, education, policy formulation and policy implementation. You see the main important function of the pressure group, it's you see the pressure group, it's not a group, it's linked with the political parties. Keep in your mind. So the pressure group, it's not related to any political party or political influence, but in the political wise, the pressure groups only giving that much of pressure to the governmental people to bring out some good changes. So this is only not only in the political wise, even in education, policy formulation or a representation in all the level. Okay, we'll see the next function. Political participation. Pressure group can be called the informal phase of politics. They exert influence precisely by mobilizing popular support through activities such like a petition, marches, demonstration, and other forms of political protest. Such forms of political participation have been particularly attractive to the young people. See, the young people participation in pressure groups nowadays it's increasing. Do you know the political participation of pressure group, how they influenced, how the pressure group they influenced in all the activities? Initially you can see they are petitioning the government, the plenty of queries or something they written in a petition and submitted to the government. And after that, they conducting some marches against any unwanted activities of the government or policies. They started to conducting marches and demonstrations. These demonstrations also bring out some good changes, or else some political protest meetings, protest hartal, like that is a bandh, like plenty of things. These everything, the pressure given to the government for the good changes. Okay, next, education. Many pressure group, it devotes significant resources by carrying out research, maintaining websites, and communicating on government policy, and using of high profile academics, scientists, and even celebrities to get their views across, with an emphasis to cultivate exert authority. So education side, you can see the pressure groups is entered fully education side. You see there is a nowadays you can see the education system, it's changed a lot. I think now the government going to implement the new education policy, isn't it? So like plenty of changes. These changes, it's not only prepared by the government, even all the higher educationist people or research persons, their ideas also included in it. Okay, so these changes can be possible only when the pressure group given more pressure to the government. Okay, next, policy formulation. Through the pressure group themselves are not policy makers, yet it does not prevent many of them from the participating the policy making process. Many pressure groups are vital sources of information and render advice to the government, and therefore they are regularly consulted in the process of policy formulation. Okay, so the changes or the changing of the policy or introduction of new system, everything by the government, but the government want to be introduced these things because of the pressure of the pressure groups. Can you understand? Okay, next, mobilization and people participation. Mobilization the people towards socially productive activities that lead to the overall betterment of the people lives is essential. Sometimes earthquake, tsunami, flood, and others such like a natural disasters on a massive scale occur, and the people's immediate mobilization for evacuation and emergency relief become most essential. Mobilization, it's a people's participation or a people's organization. Normally this is very important because some natural disasters time we are not depending on the only the government rescue measures. So immediately we need to react. The people's reaction on the spot is very important. Okay, so any natural calamities or disasters time, the people's mobilization, it's very important for the democratic country. Okay, next, democratic participation. Democracy can succeed only when the smaller local groups and in fact every citizens can take action and support the tax and the revenue collection system, observance of national norms in environmental protection, cleanliness, health and hygiene, sanitary drives, and immunization programs like pulse polio. See, democratic participation, it's very important. That's the duty of every individual in a country. Okay, so right from paying the tax, revenue collection, whatever it may be, even in the we need to protect our environment hygienically, maintain the sanitary things correctly, and taking part of the program like a pulse polio or something. These everything the individual's duty to take part. So that's why they are saying that every citizen's or every individual's duty to take part of the activities of the government. However, we must keep in mind that there is no better form of government than the democratic government. To create a better society and nation, the people of India along with the union and state government, should come together and fight against the miseries of human life. So not only central government, even the state government have a power to implementing lot of schemes and policies. So both the center and state government join together and help the people from overcome with the some problems, and our duty also to maintaining the law and order, or maintaining the proper rules and regulations in a country. Okay, so this is about the democratic participation. Okay students, the lesson got over, and tomorrow we will move to the next lesson. Okay, thank you students.